What you're looking at right now is the very first website ever made. It looks boring, sure, but this is where the internet truly began. And right after this, we'll explore more firsts behind the everyday tech we can't live without. Let's start it with YouTube. In 2005, three former PayPal employees, Chad Hurley, Steve Chen, and Jawed Karim, founded a video sharing platform called YouTube. Initially, they launched YouTube as a video-based dating service, even going as far as paying attractive women to upload their own videos to the site. However, after struggling to find enough dating-related content, they decided to open YouTube up to all types of videos. YouTube started with a simple interface, and the very first video uploaded to the platform was titled "Me at the Zoo," posted on April 23, 2005. The video features one of YouTube's co-founders, Jawed Karim, at the San Diego Zoo. In November 2005, a Nike commercial featuring Ronaldinho became the first video in YouTube's history to reach 1 million views. Since then, YouTube has continued to grow and evolve, becoming the leading platform for sharing videos. Interestingly, both of those early videos are still available to watch on YouTube today. These days, our lives are closely tied to selfies. We take selfies when we're on vacation, when we're hanging out with friends, and when we experience special moments. For many people, selfies have become an essential way to capture memories, and chances are, you're one of them. But do you know when the very first selfie was taken? Back in 1839, an American chemist and photography enthusiast named Robert Cornelius made history by taking what is considered the world's first selfie. He photographed himself outside his family's store in Philadelphia. The photo was taken using a daguerreotype camera, which required about 1 minute of exposure time, plenty of time for Cornelius to pose. At that time, photography was still in its early stages, so it's no surprise that taking a selfie was considered something special, even if it required a bit of technique and a lot of patience. If taking just one selfie still took a whole minute today, well, just imagine what your hand would look like after a few shots. Nowadays, many of us like to share personal stories, vent, or express opinions on social media. One of the most popular platforms for that is Twitter, or as it's now known, X. It's become a space for just about everything, from viral news and everyday complaints to heated debates between users. But have you ever wondered who sent the very first tweet in history? The answer is Jack Dorsey, an American businessman who also happens to be one of Twitter's co-founders. At first, Twitter wasn't created for public use. The platform was initially developed by Jack, along with Noah Glass, Biz Stone, and Evan Williams as an internal communication tool for a company called Odeo. A few months later, it was officially launched to the public. But before that, on March 22nd, 2006, Jack had already made history. He posted the world's very first tweet, a simple line that read, "Just setting up my Twitter." And interestingly, that tweet is still up. You can still see it today on his account, @Jack. Our communication on social media today is almost inseparable from emojis. We send this one when we're happy, we send this one when we're laughing haha, and we send this one when we're feeling down. Emojis have become a quick way to express emotions, often more powerfully than words. And without even realizing it, you probably use emojis all the time too. But do you know when emojis were first created? The story begins in Japan in 1999. A designer named Shigetaka Kurita was working for a communications company called NTT Docomo. At the time, they were developing a mobile internet service called iMode, and Kurita came up with a revolutionary idea. What if emotions or certain concepts could be represented by small symbols to make communication more expressive and easier to understand? From that simple idea, Kurita created the world's first 176 emojis, each just 12 by 12 pixels in size. The set included facial expressions, weather icons, food items, and common symbols like hearts and telephones. Back then, emojis weren't as widespread as they are now, but from the moment they appeared, they quickly became a hit in Japan. And as mobile technology and social media evolved, emojis eventually spread across the globe. So it's no surprise we now use them everywhere. What started out small and simple has grown into a universal language, used by billions of people every single day. Today, digital money has become a normal part of everyday life. We now have all kinds of digital payment options, from e-wallets and QR codes to something even more advanced, cryptocurrency. And among all the types of crypto out there, Bitcoin is by far the most well known. These days, many people are jumping into Bitcoin, whether for investment or trading. But when was Bitcoin first used in a real-world transaction? The story takes us back to May 22nd, 2010, a date now famously known as Bitcoin Pizza Day. A man from Florida named Laszlo Hanyecz made history that day. He wanted to prove that Bitcoin could actually be used to buy something in the real world, so he posted an offer on an online forum. I'll pay 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas. Not long after, another user accepted the offer. He ordered 2 pizzas from Papa John's and had them delivered to Laszlo's house. In return, Laszlo transferred 10,000 Bitcoin just as he had promised. At the time, that amount of Bitcoin was worth around $40 US. But today, it would be worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Imagine that, 2 pizzas paid for with a digital currency that would later take the world by storm. Back then, Bitcoin was still seen as an experiment, but who would have thought that such a simple transaction would become a historic moment, one that proved digital money could actually be real? Many of the biggest things in tech started out looking a little strange. The first YouTube video, just a guy talking about the zoo. The first tweet, just setting up my Twitter. The first selfie, just a random self-portrait. The first emoji. Okay, maybe that one was actually pretty solid, but the first Bitcoin transaction, it was for pizza. But that's where it all began. The things that feel ordinary today once started as experiments. Not everyone even understood them at the time. And who knows, something that seems silly or doesn't quite make sense today might be used by millions of people 20 years from now. So don't underestimate your small ideas, because everything big started small. This is Mr. Waves. See you in the next video.